I was trying to see if I had a gesture to mimic the Firekeeper's pose whenever she's standing here, but there aren't any good ones in this game. Not as of yet, anyway. Anyway, welcome back to Dark Souls 3 Replay. Last time, I don't know what that accent was I brought out there, don't worry about it. Last time, I descended through Road of Sacrifices, picked up a freaking amazing new weapon with the Sellsword Twin Blades, I believe these are. That's the longsword. Sellsword Twin Blades, yep. I love these things, and I'm going to continue to use them, even if they're considered overpowered by the community. I don't give a shit about that, honestly. So, yeah. Here we go. This time, I'm going to continue past where we defeated the Crystal Sage boss, but before I do that, I have to prepare. Alrighty, anything I want to buy from you? I guess I could restock on charcoal pine resins. I don't have any of those. I used them all last time. Oh, I'm gonna need more souls for this. Well, good thing you have a sell option, and I can just sell you these to get the same amount of souls. So it doesn't matter if you sell or use one of these soul items, you will get the same amount of souls from them. So Souls of Unknown Traveler are worth 800 if you were to use them. Alright. Yes, be sure to bring more souls. Alright, so there's some new people we can talk to down here. First of all, Grey Rat is back from his pillage in the Undead Settlement.
Oh, hello. You've come at a good time. It took some prowling, but I finally made a score. Go on, have a gander.
Now, can you beat that high score? Sorry, I know video games don't exist in this world. He has no idea what I'm talking about. Is this new? No, I think I remember, like, saying, what the hell's the point of this thing last time? Alright. Bandit's Knife, I'm not sure which of this is new. The Zweihander. Apparently this is a popular weapon in Dark Souls 1 for strength builds. Personally, Dark Souls 1 is such a fucking molassesly slow game, I couldn't imagine wanting to make yourself even slower in it, but, you know. I mean, was I going for strength build last time I played Dark Souls 1? I don't know. I have to make a Dark Souls 1 video for this channel. I'm gonna, like, start up a video in the middle of the game, and I'm gonna be raging through the next area. It's gonna be really funny. Short bow. No thanks, I have a bow already. It might be better, I don't know. Okay, it has a range stat underneath the critical. Why is that number shown to you, by the way? Can I just, like, point it out? This number. Why are we seeing this? This feels like... I don't think this is of much use at all. Most of every weapon in the game just says 100. And even if it is different, what does that mean? It changes the attack power of critical hits, but all that shit is so abstract anyway. It doesn't really matter. Like, I don't think anyone actually really knows what that means, except for those who have looked at the code. But when you're actually playing, like, what do you care what that number is? I don't know why that number is shown to you at all. Alright, we got the Assassin set from you, as well as the Knight set, which is the basic armor set of of the Knight class, the default class of the game. I'll buy it later. I don't have a lot of souls to go around, and I'd rather go talk to my other new friend.
Goodbye.
Okay, I don't know if talking to him will say anything interesting. Probably should have checked, but, you know. You there, you are Orbeck.
Oh, you're back then. Again. I'm Orbeck of Vinheim, here to teach you sorceries. Let us begin with the basics. The ideal sorcerer bears the twin faces of the dragon. You could at least act as if you're paying attention.
Buddy, I know that stuff already. I've got 16 intelligence or whatever. Can we just get to the good part? How do I make a sword with my mind? I need to pay you 5,000 runes. Damn it, college tuition. Alright, heavy soul arrow. I could start with this, I guess. I'm eyeing this, though. And isn't there yes, this as well. So I believe, that takes more intelligence, strangely. This is Dark Souls 3's equivalent of Carian Slicer from Elden Ring. I am very curious to see how that works in this game, how effective it is. I've heard that sorcery is pretty weak in Dark Souls 3, but I'm still gonna check it out regardless, and I want this too. The Soul Greatsword, so yeah, these are my main things right now. Fire and Dart, that can wait.
It is folly to claim lives recklessly, friend. Do not be tempted. No matter the victim's stature, every killing has a consequence.
I know, when I kill them, they give me souls. That's the consequence.
I never realized this simple truth. There I was, the very definition of a fool.
Oh god, you played Demon Souls and killed the blacksmith guys, didn't you? And then that prevented you from upgrading your weapons for the entire game. Yep, I've heard of such a freaking risky business. Risky business? I don't know if that's the right word. Anyway. Does Cornix have anything new? I doubt it, honestly, so I'm gonna... Hi, I almost trampled you. I didn't mean to almost trample you.
The Undead Legion.
Alright, you're the Undead Legion. You're talking about the Undead Legion. I forgot some words there.
Will bury a kingdom at the first sign of exposure.
Interesting.
Joyous bunch, really. Gaining admission to the Legion is a matter of some ceremony. Inside their keep, snuffing out the flames of 3 altars opens the door to the wolf blood. Even accursed undead want to believe they're special, it seems. I pity the sorry souls.
Buddy, everyone is special, including you. Don't let the state of the world get you down. Or do. I mean, I'm not the boss of you. Alright, let's waste no further time here and head out on our expedition. Actually, I think I could have gotten some... Never mind, no. I was gonna say I should have gotten some blood red moss clumps. You don't really need those. I'll explain later. So... Hi, tree. Let's go in, tree. Okay, this is where we want to go next. Up the path to the large building. Oh man, it looks so cool from here. So intimidating. It really is, like, freaking huge. That guy's got a cage on his back. A full one, though. We can't ride him off to somewhere else. Crystal lizard. Listle crizzard. Aha! I ran you the opposite direction so you'd get stuck on the wall. Ha ha ha! Stupid little lizard. You fell right into my trap. And I even dealt nice damage to you. I bet that didn't feel very good. Actually, no. It should have felt amazing because it's nice damage. I mean, come on. Okay, they both dropped me Twinkling Titanite. I think that's our first one of that. Yeah, so... I don't know what I'm gonna upgrade with, this... I don't know what I'm going to upgrade, what weapons take... I give up. Alright, let's just go. Let me go stab my face into that rock over there, that pointy rock. Let me just go up the trail. I don't know when I'm gonna use Twinkling Titanite. There we go. Why do so many of the rocks here have holes in them? It's like I've been saying. Why does the early areas feel the most rushed out of all of them? Like, these are where the most mistakes are. I know this game had a fairly short development time. On the whole, it came out only 1 year after Bloodborne. Like, Bloodborne was 2015, this game was 2016. That's how quick it was. Like, honestly, most AAA gaming companies these days wait 2-3 years between their releases, unless it's Call of Duty. But, you know. Hello there, sir. Okay, well, you're there, so I want to get these guys killed first. Okay, were you not even seeing me? Because I thought you were reacting to my existence, but maybe not. Okay, cool. More of these guys. So these guys from the Undead Settlement, we fought them back there. They might be affiliated with this large building, whatever it might be. God, it's a lot bigger than I thought, actually. All right, here comes you. I remember I was going to try Crystal Infusion. However, I have a suspicion I'm not actually able to do Crystal Infusions yet. Because, like, at the beginning, you're only able to do something like heavy or raw infusions, I want to say. And I only got 1 coal since then, so I don't know if I can do Crystal Infusions. Whenever I unlock the ability to do that, though, I will certainly give that a try. Maybe next time I go back to the shrine. I'll try to do it, see if I can. Okay, I'd like to get the jump on you. Now, unfortunately, yeah, with this weapon, I actually have to swing to see my stuff. That's a little annoying, but I guess it's fine. To see my status bars, I mean. Can I just pick up this item here? Yes, I sure can, and you don't mind. Now, can I backstab you? That's the question. I was gonna say, that should have been a backstab. You started to turn, but it was a little too late. Alright. Why does that sound like Santa? I think I made that joke before, never mind. I'm repetitive, I'm sorry. Okay, that was beautiful. That was literally perfect. I love the way that math added up as well. 112, 224, 336. Every mathematician's favorite progression, I guess. I decide that now. Where is this bridge exactly? It's just somewhere in the middle of the woods. You know, this place doesn't look that different from a few, like, areas I've been, a few hiking trails I've been. What are those? What's that ruin out there? Oh, that's a gap in the floor? I don't think I should be seeing that. Like I said, man, these early areas are the most rushed. I don't... Yeah, what the hell? Anyway, oh, and this tree is completely 2D. I remember noticing something like that in Elden Ring as well. But yeah, like, the further you get in this game, the more polished it gets. It's so weird. Okay. Click. Yeah, you know, you click the bonfire on. Okay, so right here, we're about to fight 2 NPCs. There's that guy up there. I can show through my binoculars. There he is. Oh, right. I'm supposed to freaking use the binoculars again. No thanks. But there's also this guy down here. I'd much rather kill this guy down here. There seems to be no way to plunge attack him, so I'll just go attack directly. These two are probably references to Dark Souls 1 as NPCs you could fight in that game. Especially the guy on the stairs is. I know that for sure. All right, go. Let's go, buddy. Let's go. 64. Full Minecraft stack of damage. Oh my god. Man, imagine doing 64 damage in Minecraft, vanilla Minecraft. Obviously, you can do that in modded Minecraft because, you know, I love all those Minecraft mods where all they are is just these super huge, high overpowered mods with giant mobs that deal like 1,000,000 damage, and yet they never bother to implement mechanics to increase the player's health bar, so you're always just running with 20 health, and so the only way you can survive those encounters is if you have super good armor on. Armor that's so good you cannot tell how good it is. Because the heads-up display just doesn't show it properly. I've always found those things kind of funny. I think that's a parrying dagger he has, so that's unfortunate for us if I decide to go crazy. Fortunately, he's not using it very much, and he also doesn't seem to have Estus, so I'm gonna claim my victory here in a second. I know, I'm getting cocky. This is Dark Souls. I should hold on a second, but I was fine. I got the victory. I caught the dub. Paladin's Ashes. Okay, that's a new thing for Shrined Handmaid. Did I just say Shrined Handmaid? The Shrined Handmaid. Okay, so you're next, but I think, unlike the other guy, I actually can plunge attack you, which should be fun. Cut the tree! Damn it, not enough environmental destruction in this game. Not enough eco-terrorism, as Kitty the Tricky would say in my Terraria playthrough. Anyway, in my Terraria playthrough, actually, that's kind of hers. She's hosting. Anyway, what is this? Just some sludge? This is a mini landslide? Running up the wall. This is not a wall. I mean, it kind of is, but it's like a cliffside. Okay, here's a crest shield. The most, oh, I can't jump attack him. Oh, sad. I guess I'll look at how boring this shield is for a second. An ice shield and cradle of crest. My enchanted blue shields. The crest shield gracefully reduces dark damage. Oh, man, so interesting. Alright, anyway. I'm sorry, I'm biased against shields. Okay, I got a plunge attack on him. Never mind, it's totally possible. Maybe I could have even gotten a plunge attack on that other guy then. Could I have done that? I don't know. May have caused me fall damage, but that's fine. So this guy's definitely someone you fight in Dark Souls 1 in the Darkroot Garden area. And I think I've mentioned it last time, but I have to say it again. Darkroot Garden looks so cool and way better than the forest areas in this game, can I just say? The forest area in this game... Sorry, I just... This guy was pounding me down. I had to focus for a second. The forest areas in this game are so boring looking. It's one of the things that, like, the more I replay this game, the more I look at it, I feel like the graphics kind of look worse and worse in my eyes. Or, not really graphics, I guess, the visuals. The graphics look fine. You know, the performance, the models, the textures and whatnot, that all looks fine. It's the visuals and, like, the color choice, the art direction, that I start to have more of a problem with the more I play it, but, you know. I don't want to turn this into, like, I actually hate Dark Souls 3, because no, I don't. I love this game. It's just still, I think my opinions on it are going to get more complex the more time I spend with it. Hi there. That's a dog with arrows and... What the Like I said, early areas are half the most jank. What the fuck? I mean, that's just a problem with dogs in this game in general, but, like, still... That dog was teleporting all around me, and then he just came out of the sky. Oh, Dark Souls 3, I love you. You're so weird. Okay. That was close. Cool. Okay, don't come up here then. Oh, never mind. Here you are. Yep. All right, let's take it down here, dogs. This room's pretty hard from what I remember. Thankfully, the 2 NPCs are dead, and I think all NPC battles are permanent kills. And by NPC, by the way, I know that it's kind of confusing because, like, enemies are also NPCs. Like, this dog is an NPC. But the Souls community refers to NPCs as, like, people who are built like we are. Like, they're the same entity as the player character. They attack the same way. They have the same kind of dodges. I think I actually remember now. I think I've explained this before. But I just thought I'd explain it again because, you know, why not? I just want to clarify that when we mean NPCs, we're talking about people like those guys out there who are the same entity as the player. Okay, fuck you. I soul arrow you. Keep hiccuping for some reason, even though this is like the first time I've recorded a video all week. This video is definitely taking a lot longer to come out than I was hoping for. It's probably going to be a Saturday release. I'm recording it on a Thursday, but I don't want to upload videos on the same day so that I stream, so... Because I think that, I mean, it probably won't matter as much for this because this is my second channel. I might just release it on Friday anyway. I mean, like, it's my second channel, so it's going to be separate from my main channel anyway, but any time that I uploaded a video or published a video on the same day as a stream, either that video or my stream would just get significantly less views than normal, which I believe is the YouTube algorithm going like, okay, there's too much content from you, buddy. We're gonna take this out, you know, take the stream out. Then again, though, I'm such a small channel, like, every single video or stream of mine has a chance of getting nothing, so. The fact that they haven't so consistently is awesome. I must once again thank you guys. And honestly, I cannot believe how many of you came from the main channel and subscribed to this one. Like, when I made that announcement video where I mentioned this channel's existence, it got, like, almost 10 subscribers in the first day, and that's awesome. Thank you guys so much. I did not expect that. I didn't expect anyone to come over and subscribe to this one, but yeah. There's a tree growing inside the gravestone. But hey, that could happen. That's not just a case of model clipping, it's also somewhat understandable, I guess. Alright, so this here's a hollow. He runs at you and tries to give you a fiery hug, and you reject him, and he is so dejected by that he just dies. And there you go. And here's where we are. This is actually the Cathedral of the Deep, where one of the Lords of Cinder is said to be lying, or lying in wait. I guess lying in wait for us. So, let's check this place out. Before I engage with you, I think I'll step into the big ominous building in front of me. That sounds like fun. Item on that ledge. Don't know how to get there. All these boxes were already broken. Ah, those are static debris. I can't move any of those around, so yeah, that's just always there. An adventurer came here before us. That's how you know. That's how we can smell when one's nearby. You know, if there's a lot of destroyed furniture, especially pots. Alright, this is a cool chapel. I like this. Can I sit in one of these tiny, uncomfortable, terrible wooden chairs?
Merciful goddess, mother of the forlorn, who have no place to call their own, please bear witness to our resolve. Fire for Ariandel. Fire for Ariandel. And the ash to kindle flame.
Alright, buddy, you keep hoping for that. I'm just gonna light this bonfire and actually take a brief stop back at Firelink Shrine to turn in an umbral ash, check if I can infuse the thing, you know. I think we made enough progress, right? We made enough progress for a stop back at the shrine. Back at the shrine with my homies, or something. You know, I don't really know what the true definition of homies is. Hey. So, whenever Yuria of Londor is present in the shrine, the Firekeeper always turns over toward her. I wonder why. Is that intentional, or is that a bug? Is that her, like, reacting to a character? I'm not really sure, but yeah, she, like, turns in that direction. I have to imagine it is intentional. I don't know why it would happen as a bug, but, you know. Alright, let's see what this unlocks, if anything. Oh, I think, well, we've got unlimited purple moss clumps. That may have been from the first one. We also got 4 blooming purple moss clumps, which reduces poison and toxin. That's something I don't think we've seen yet. Then there's these two. Undead Hunter Charm prevents Estus recovery. I believe you could use this on enemies. It's just, there's only so many enemies that use Estus, but you could use this for NPC battles, so I might actually want to buy some. You know what, let's get 3. Then there's Dual Charm. This, I think, turns off any buffs that someone gives themselves. Could also be useful against NPC battles, so I'll buy a couple of those. Of course, I'm not going to remember to use them. I have enough Homeward Bones, and I don't need any others of this stuff. Oh, wait. There's also this we just unlocked. Lloyd's Shield Ring boosts damage absorption when HP is full. So the first hit you take won't deal nearly as much damage. Sure, I'll spend all my souls on that. Because, you know, leveling up is for wimps, I guess. I just decided that now. Now, can I do this? Okay, I think all those icons up there are my available infusions. And I don't think... Yeah, okay, so heavy, sharp, refined, raw, fire, and poison. That's all I can do right now at this point in the game. So, yeah, can't do that. I guess I'll have to come back later with a freaking thing. Well, there goes one of my plans. Like, oh man, I'm gonna infuse it with crystal? My intelligence stat is gonna make me deal so much damage, probably? I mean, it might end up becoming worse anyway, because I think infusing it with crystal will add magic damage to it, and I've heard so many different people say that if your weapon does split damage between physical and something else, that actually really weakens the damage. I don't know if that's entirely true, but, like, you know, I went with split damage for almost the entirety of my Elden Ring Let's Play, and I did fine, so, yeah. I'd be a little dubious listening to those people. Or I guess, no, those people are dubious. That's the correct way to use dubious in a sentence. Alright, so I guess we can get started killing these guys. Wow, none of you all cared about your friend. Can I slip in and grab this? Because it's, like, just out of reach. I feel like you have to be able to get in there somehow. Can I jump? No. This ain't Elden Ring jump physics. Can I kick one of them? Will the others mind? That's not kicking. Whatever. I tried to kick there and it didn't work. That's why I never use it. In case I'm fighting a defensive... Nice job. In case I'm fighting a defensive enemy like this guy and y'all are like, why don't you kick? Just kick the shield. It's because every time I try, it doesn't work. Every time I don't try, it works. I hate the kick. Anyway. Over at this well. We get close enough to it. Never mind. Okay, never mind. I'm just kidding. That well's just a well. It's there for no reason. Cool. So we actually have 2 options. I think I'll start with up before I go down there. That way just takes you down to a lower area that we will be exploring anyway. Okay, I can go around the edge here. Very cool. The game had crows prepared to fly away and have such a cool shot, but I ended up missing them. Whoops. All right, these guys are infinitely respawning zombies that puke stuff. Not exactly the thing I'd recommend killing the most. You can run past them and be mostly safe. They'll take swings at you, but only some of them can be truly dangerous. Let's go over here. Yes, that's the drop-down path I was just talking about. Nothing really down there. They do give you souls, I guess, but they also freaking sock you in the cheek, and I don't really want that. Is that what that's called? Like socking? Isn't that like a form of punching someone? Because from the name, you'd think it would be kicking someone, but I guess not. Store a great sword. Okay. I would repeat it again, but I don't want to be that repetitive. Okay. Love that, though. And that's a consistent bug, by the way. All these little bugs and environmental glitches I'm seeing, these aren't, like, random things that just happen to be happening. Now, these are always here. You are lucky if you see one of these guys banging their head against anything. Man, these guys have to be the best mimes I've ever seen. Like, look at this. This is very convincing. He even has a sound effect that he's making with his mouth as he does so. Alright, okay, so I think there's another larger sword. Yeah, it's down here. There's another large item you can find, I want to say. I look easier, thank you. With you gone, I'll be able to inspect this area much easier. No, there's nothing here. Those guys are looking up at me like, huh? What? You up there? Okay. Okay, it's here I was thinking of. Might be. My bad, I got that wrong. I'm very sorry. Okay, there's people crawling out of the ground. There's people punching me in the face. You know, I don't exactly feel like spending too much time around here, you know? Oh, right. Okay, so some of them have this thing that comes out of their torso and tries to grab you. I'm gonna move away from that because that ain't fun. Guys, Let me through, 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 please, let me through, please. Through, please. Let me through, please. God, what is this? The state fair? Why is it so crowded here? Ah! Okay. I'm just spamming rolls instead of actually trying. That's fine, though. I'll do fine. Okay, so unlock you. Okay, so when that thing hits me, I'm now covered in these maggots that are building up bloodlust. The way to get rid of this, hold a torch. That's literally all you have to do. Hold a torch in your hand, it goes away. Oh. Why am I doing that now? Oh, right, I one-handed. All right, well, I'm doing well. Don't worry about me. Yeah, so on my first playthrough, I thought you had to use the blood loss build-up, blood loss getting rid of moss clumps, the blood red moss clumps that Grey Rat was selling, because that works to get rid of the maggots, and I thought that's what you had to do. But no, you can just hold a torch and they go away. I wish I knew that. You okay? This guy tried leaping at me, and his shadow was leaping at me in 5 frames a second. Alright. I think the teleporting dogs thing has something to do with the game trying to save on resources. I think they simplify the AI of the dogs when they're off screen, and that results in the teleporting bugs. Not the greatest thing to have in your game, but it's fine. They did patch it up for Elden Ring, so, you know. Can't give this game too much flack, I guess. There's that. So down there is another one of those large kind of maggot beasts. I don't know if they're supposed to be maggots. I called them leeches in Dark Souls 1, but I've decided they resemble maggots a lot more, so I'm gonna go with that. Now up here... Okay, we have another guy with a maggot beast. It must suck to have one of those things inside of you. Or actually, no, maybe this is what you look like after you have too much Taco Bell. I don't know. Obvious joke is obvious, I'm sorry. There we go. Honestly, like, this is what my stomach feels like sometimes after Thanksgiving, after some other large meal. That's just, I feel like one of those guys with the monster hanging out of their stomach. That's a nice, like, green area over there. That's pretty cool. Oh, you had a monster in you? Oh, sorry, I didn't notice. Up here. Oh, boy. Okay, there's a new enemy in the middle there. That is a Grave Warden, and I think they start to fight these guys, right? Something like... no, they ignore them completely and start coming in my direction, aiming to fight me, and here they... Okay, fine, okay, fine. Grave Wardens are a little insane. They've got a lot of really fast combos, so yeah, watch the hell out. They're honestly like an early version of an Elden Ring enemy. Though not quite on that level yet. 110, 220, almost 330, didn't make it. There we go. Oh, hey, I got their twin blades. Can I use theirs? No, I need 18 dex. I think I'm just barely off from 18 dex. I had the inventory opened just now, and I didn't look, because that's just how I am. Okay, hello. How's it going? Now, over here. See all these arrows? I was gonna say, man, can you freaking get on it? Yeah. So the giant from the Undead Settlement can see all the way over here and will shoot around this area because there is a white birch tree right here. Pretty cool. And since I've talked to him and I now have the young white branch he gave me in my inventory, he will not shoot at me. And I don't even think his arrows can hit me. So yeah, I'm completely safe from him. He will now shoot the enemies that are around me instead. Pretty cool. I like the idea that he can sense who you are based on having this branch. This branch, like, exudes some aura that only he can see. Well, these are pots. I never actually noticed that. There we go. Can I break the pots? I gotta get hearts. I gotta get magic, you know? Gotta find the magic jars. Refill on my FP. Because that's definitely how this game works, right? Don't worry, Giant. I got this one. I know you're trying to kill him, and he's not going out into the open for you. I got him. Okay, so we've gotten an Estus Shard and an Undead Bone Shard. I think there's only one area in this game that has 2 of either of those, and this is not that area, so yeah. We have gotten both of those, the Estus Shard and the Undead Bone Shard. We do not have to worry about finding another one of those for the rest of the level. Man, I feel like some parts of my brain are, like, ahead of other parts of my brain. The way I was trying to end that sentence early was with the tone of my voice, but it wasn't done yet. Yeah, I don't know. I thought it would be fine to record today. I was talking to myself a lot today. I was practicing. I was practicing for the video. I promise. You know, practicing my speech. That's definitely not something I do before every video. It's just, you know, making a little joke. Curse word, great shield. Cool. Sorry for not reading all the item descriptions, all the oh-so interesting shield item descriptions of, this is a thing you can hold it up in front of yourself to guard attacks. I gotta be honest, there wasn't a whole lot of interesting lore to be gleaned from, like, a lot of the swords and shields in this game. I think most of the interesting item description lore is with boss souls, with the items bosses give, and so I'll be focusing more on those throughout the series. Kink! That's not at all what that sound sounded like, but tink! There we go, that was closer. The tink. Tink over kink. That's all I'll say. I'm doing so much damage to you. God, these guys were like an unstoppable force for me on my first playthrough, because they would give this bleed effect that would require me to switch to a, or would require, quote unquote, require me to eat a blood moss clump. Blood red moss clump, forgot a word in there. And it would take me so many hits to kill them, because I think I was still using the short sword at this point. That was a mistake, by the way. Like, I played this game for the first time, and I bought the short sword thinking that it would be better than my club. It was not. The club was actually really good, and I never used it until second playthrough. And it wasn't until then that I found out just how good it is. Like, it's actually a really good weapon. Titanite shard. I'd be interested to see what it's like to go from start to finish with the club. That'd be cool. What's with the lighting? See that? The lighting, like, goes dark as I begin to enter this, and then it shoots to being bright? Yeah, okay, weird. There's part of me that wonders how many of these little bits of pop-in were in the other games and how much wasn't, because I don't remember the other Souls games doing that, but maybe. Maybe they did. Dang! Okay, so that is a... I'm gonna call them adult crystal lizard, even though it does imply that we've been beating up on baby crystal lizards throughout the rest of the game. It's the only thing I can think of to describe these things, so... Get you out of here. Maybe these are the eldest. The small ones are like the adults, and these ones are the eldest. Actually, no, I think I know the lore for these things. These aren't adults. These are just, these are crystal lizards who have mutated as a result of, like, finding and eating too many souls. I didn't know crystal lizards would do that. They would eat souls? Like, that doesn't seem to be a very big part of their whole deal, where they run away from you, you kill them, they drop an upgrade material. I thought that they'd just be, like, you know, made out of stone. Or something like that, but I guess not. Titanite scales. I think there are some small crystal lizards, like this guy. He just watched me kill his father. No! Anyway, I think there are some small crystal lizards who drop Titanite scales, so, you know, it's not that special to coming from one of the big ones, but it's fine. Also, I think I did that whole battle hitless. That's fun. I want to see if I can hitless a boss in this game, in this playthrough. Probably not. Probably not going to happen, but you never know. Okay, I want to go this way first. I know we haven't actually entered the cathedral yet, but patience, patience. That'll wait until later. Equip this. If you hold it up, you actually, it actually shines a little brighter, which is good to know. Hi, how's it going? I had to greet my enemies before I fight them. It's custom in the Omencito household to do that. There we go. And then, oh man, these maggots, they hurt so bad. Very nice. It's still so funny to me how simple that is. You just put a torch in your hand, and there they go. Let me take this off and replace it with, okay, this is Poison Bite Ring. I do recommend coming over to get this. You're gonna want this for the area that we're gonna be doing after Cathedral of the Deep. I would recommend going to Cathedral of the Deep first. I think it is not only a much better area than the other option off of Road of Sacrifices, but it'll also give you stuff like this, and it is a little easier, question mark, I guess. Let's put this on. And I want this on for the, what am I talking about? Oh yeah, to negate the hollow form's ugliness. You know, why don't I swap these rings? There we go, and then put that on. Then, do I want to switch this off? I'm still not using spells, I just realized. Maybe I should head back to the bonfire real quick, and, No, wait, I'm not done exploring this area. Because, like, I bought some spells, but I haven't been using them. Oh, it's because I don't have the interesting ones yet. I don't have the sword ones. I want to get those first. How many souls do I have? 9909. That seems like a good amount. But I've forgotten what point of the game I'm in. Like, how much is a good amount at this point. 6,000 is a level up, so this is like, yeah, pretty good. Especially if I'm trying to buy stuff, it's pretty good. I think the swords were 3,000 and 5,000, I want to say, so I think I want to get a few more souls before I go back to the shrine. And then we'll be making our way inside the cathedral. Don't you worry, never fear. Cathedral of Deep will soon be here. What are you doing down here? Buddy, this is not your area. Oh my god, you take so little damage from that. Okay, fine. Fine, I'll stop using magic, even though I said I was gonna use magic in the series. Ha, get fucked. I don't even know how that happened. I'm gonna get fucked now. Him squishing himself after me. Him squishing. There we go. Now we... Boop. And... Perfect. Now we've got over 10,000 souls. Very nice. Is that the first time we've gotten that many? Or did we get that many last time? Probably did. Yep. Oh, crap. And I'm also partially bled from the last time. Oh, right! I forgot! Okay, so the funny thing about that, about the whole, like, you know, hold out a torch to do the thing, if you just have the torch equipped in your left hand, it goes away automatically, even though I'm not holding it out right now. The torch isn't lit right now, and yet it's still getting the maggots off of me. I don't get that. I don't get why that happens. Oversight, probably. Or maybe they just didn't care. They were like, sure, yeah, if you have a torch equipped, it works. It doesn't matter if you hold it or not. Okay, what? Why are you guys flickering? Oh. Cool, okay, okay. Were you the reason? Were you why they were flickering? I don't know, strange. I should probably change my outfit soon. I think I've rocked the cleric set for a while. Got a Saint Tree Bellvine. I think that's a miracle caster. Is there an item to get on that ledge drop? I might check it out, because I'll have to be going down this way anyway to get a shortcut back to where I was before. Up above, yeah, to get to that ladder, so I'll be checking if there's any item in that drop-down path. For now, I think I am good to head back to the shrine. I'm going to buy these sorceries first and foremost so that I get them equipped and used before this video ends, and I forget to. And then we will hopefully level up if I have enough souls to do so. I was going to say if I have enough time to do so. Of course I have time to level up if I can. I just need the money. It's about the money, not the time. If you're wondering about that guy sitting to the next to the shrine there, or the mantle, the whatever that is, he is the entrance into Dark Souls 3's DLC, which I will not be playing as of yet. I will be saving that for a lot later.
Back again, I suppose.
Yes, I am after sorceries. Okay. I can't use either of these. But I'm getting there. I've got 18 int. Yeah, you hear that? I'm saying it like the smart person now, I guess. I don't know what I was trying to say there. I'm saying it like an intelligent person, you know. Smart people don't say intelligence. They just say int. They shorten it. Int can also mean integer, though, depending on the context. And it was funny. I may have mentioned this before. I can't remember, but when I was learning how to program in Python, I saw the shorthands for integers and strings as int and str, and the first thing I thought of was intelligence and strength. All right, let me boost my int. I gotta give vigor and endurance a level at some point, because, you know, as people have said, and I actually agree with this, they are honestly the most important stats in the game. Vigor and endurance. Like, you want to get those leveled, no matter what character you are. It's a little weird. I have some criticisms of this RPG mechanic, of the RPG mechanics in these games, and how they kind of disincentivize player freedom, in that, like, you kind of have to upgrade vigor, or else you're just fucked. Like, I guess you could go without it if you want to, but you're gonna be fighting an uphill battle if you don't do it. Especially in Elden Ring, where, like, by the end of that game, everything's gonna one-shot you if you haven't leveled vigor, so, like, you kind of have to. And if you don't, you're just making the whole game so much harder on yourself for no reason. And I think, like, the game is clearly designed with that in mind, with your ability to level vigor in mind. So, Because as you progress through the game, enemies deal more damage. And I'm not just saying, like, oh, you fight new enemies and those new enemies deal more damage. I mean every enemy, even if it's an enemy you fought before, every enemy has their attack power scaled up. So, like, by the end, we're going to be taking more and more damage. So the game is expecting you to have more and more vigor, which I feel is a strange thing to do with a system that's supposed to incentivize player freedom. Like, I feel like if you're gonna increase the damage stuff deals as the game goes, which makes sense, you know, enemies get tougher and whatnot, it's perfectly fine, but you should probably either have HP level up regardless of what the player chooses, or you should have HP upgrades be found in exploration instead. At least HP upgrades. You could also do that for stamina and whatnot. Elden Ring kind of did that with, the memory stones. Because I think, like, I still only have one attunement slot in my brain right now, and I have to level mind if I want to get any more. Okay, Grave Warden's down there, walking into a zombie. We're perfectly fine to go up this way. But yeah, in order to get more slots for spells to equip in this game, I have to level up mind, whereas in Elden Ring, you can find an item by exploring the overworld. And I thought that was cool, and I thought they should have expanded that to HP and stamina as well. I think that's the best solution, because that way, those who want to go with low HP runs to challenge themselves can still do that. It's not like, you know, I want to do a low HP run, but HP levels up no matter what I pick for leveling up. So, it's kind of stupid, and I don't like that. Like, I get those types of players, so that's why I wanted to give them that, by having it be through exploration. Okay, so how long has this opening been here? Seriously, how... Did anyone else play this part, see this angle, and think that this was an entirely enclosed hallway and that there was a wall on the other side? Because that's how I saw it. How long has this opening been here? What the... Alright, sure. Red bug pellets. I'm just gonna... I was gonna say backstab you, but yeah, too late for that. I was being a little loud there. I got Undead Hunter charmed by someone from behind, and now I can't drink Estus for a few seconds. This kind of sucks. Alright, cool. Oh, yes, this very sucks. Oh, no, this really sucks. Please tell me the Grave Warden isn't on its way back up. I think he can patrol back this way. It doesn't seem like it. Oh, the archer dropped down. Oh, thank you. Now, the archer would have been a piece of shit otherwise. Okay. Alright, you shoot at me and fail. No, Spearman, you're not supposed to attack. That worked. Wait a minute. Okay. No, I took the Pontiff's Left Eye thing off. I guess something healed me just then, and I'm not really sure what that was. Wait. Let me read the Undead Hunter Charm's description. Blocks Estus recovery. Okay, yeah, that's all it does. Oh, I have 2 Estus shards. I forgot to turn in the one I got last time. Okay, next time we visit the shrine, let me remember to do that. I forgot to turn in the Estus shard and get another flask. Whoops. Silly me. This is what happens when I don't have, like, an entire page of notes guiding me through this game on the side. I should show you, honestly, my, my big set of notes that I wrote for my original main channel playthrough of Dark Souls 3, where I wrote every area. I wrote, this one has an Estus shard somewhere in it, this one has this many illusory walls somewhere in it, just to let myself know when I've seen all the secrets. And despite that, I still did miss quite a few secrets. There's one in particular in one of the last areas that I am really interested to see because, yeah, I had no idea it was there. It was kind of a secret wall thing, but it wasn't an illusory wall. It wasn't one of the fake walls that you could smack away and... Okay, now you spawn. I see how it is, you little shit. Thank you. Why are these guys so small, by the way? Like, there's a part of me that wonders, are they, like, teenagers? Are they children? They might be, you know? As we all know, children are well known for running towards the nearest ledge as fast as possible to kill themselves. I'm sorry. Anyway, moving on. Stabby stab. Very nice. Large soul of unknown traveler. Let me take you both out before you do anything. Oh, are you two the huggy kind? Are you two the huggy wuggy kind? From the hit game, Poppy Playtime? Okay. I've heard that that game is genuinely good now, but, you know... all the frickin'... the developers' actions when it first came out and when it first actually became a hit just made me not really care that much. It felt like they were only in it for the money. But clearly, I think they are into it for the fun and the creativity as well. They just also want to make money from it. I guess fair enough. Maybe I should give it a chance, you know? It could be better than I expect. It's just, I'm not a terribly huge fan of the type of horror game where it's like a bunch of slow linear atmospheric buildup and then the most interesting part happens at the very end. There's a horror game developer. Okay, I don't think I can get backstabs with an L1 attack there. There is a horror game developer by the name of Chilla's Art, who a set of YouTubers I watch sometimes are really into. They really like their games, and they've played a lot of them. That said, though, like, from what I've seen, I haven't played any of Chilla's Art game, aside from one that isn't really in the same camp as the ones I'm thinking of. So, take this opinion with a grain of salt, but just from what I've seen of those games, those don't look terribly interesting to me. They're, like, really slow build-up games, and I know that that's perfectly fine to have in a horror game, but I feel like horror games should have, okay, I shouldn't say horror games should have, but I prefer horror games that have a lot more interesting, engaging gameplay, like Hiding from a Threat, the stealth horror game. I love those types of horror games because they're like, you know, they're constantly scary, whereas Chilla's Art games are, I guess, a little unnerving for most of it, but the real scary part happens at the end. At the very end. It happens for like 2 seconds and then it's done. And the game's over. Right when it was getting good, it just finishes. And I'm not a really big fan of that. I could never get too into those games. A lot of them are also somewhat similar in how they play out. And the environments you go through aren't terribly interesting. Like, I guess that's another thing. I would be more okay with those games being super slow tension building games if the areas you went through, if the areas you walked through were more interesting. But they're just like standard real world locations. And it's like, I don't really care. They're not that interesting to explore from what I've seen. And yeah, those types of games aren't really my thing. That's all I'll say. I did like one of the ones they made that was in this like dark house, and it was very similar to the others in that the scariest part of the game was at the very end, but the area you were walking through, I can't remember what the game is called because they're all like Japanese titles, or well, not all of them, but you know, there's a lot of them, so I can't really remember what this one was called. But the area you were exploring, the area you were walking around was this dark, creepy house with the very particular aesthetic that I liked. You know, like, I want more environments like that. If you're gonna have a horror game that's just tension building and then one scary part at the end and then it's done, like, at least have an area like that to explore, not just some random city street and, like, convenience store. Ooh. That's just my opinion, though. Just thought in the middle of this Dark Souls 3 playthrough that I would give my 2 cents on horror games, because why not? This is the second channel, anything goes here. Oh god, you are stronger than I remember. You've got hyper armor, you do. And I am now remembering how scarce Estus is at this point. Yeah, that's fun. Gotta love that. Okay, actually, I want to say, I hear a lot of breathing. I want to say there are thralls who you can... Oh yeah, check this out. Check this out. We go, hiya, you know? And then, you feeling me? You hearing me? And then we... Yep, and then, oh, there's actually one here ambushing me on my ambush route. But it's fine, we kill him really easily. And then, you feeling me? You feeling me? We hunt for items first. You hear me? You feeling me? Sorry, what? Okay, we'll just, I love that, man. That's so weird looking. Like I said, early areas are the most rushed for some reason. I don't get it. He was so startled by my existence, he just flung himself off the edge at first sight. What? Oh, there are stairs. Oh, but you can't access these stairs until after. Okay, this guy sees me. Cool. Perfect. Alright, 50 minutes in, and I remember this area. This area is really big, so yeah, we're gonna be here a while. Gonna be here a long time. I might save some stuff for next time. Even then, I think I still have a very large area to explore next time, so... Yeah, maybe I'll just, like, I'll miss some stuff, and then I'll come back later in another part. Just like I did in my main channel playthrough. That's a problem. Actually is, like, a really big problem. Do I have a seed brow still? No, I used it. This is always why I never use consumable items in these games. It's because there's always a time when I would have needed it later on, and then here it is. Like, I would have loved to use the seed brow here to get an extra heal, but nope. I just had to have used it earlier on pointless bullshit. I guess it was it pointless? Was it a pointless use of seed brow? I'm not really sure. There we go. Why do I feel like every time I say Siegbrow, I feel like I'm talking about Siegfried's eyebrows? Yeah. I had a drink of Siegfried's eyebrows. Ignore me. Hi, you're a Grey Warden. All right, let's do this. I got 1 flask. Oh, that's a thing they can do. Cool. Seriously, these guys are just Elden Ring enemies. You can't change my mind. Did the stairs disappear? What is this game doing? These stairs, I think they blinked out of existence for a second. They popped out and they popped back in. They go out and back in. The game actually looks like it's choppy on my OBS screen. I hope it isn't really choppy and that it's just the video card, my video card, diverting resources to the game over the preview. I hope that's just the recording preview. Because, you know, editing previews are extremely choppy. Then you export the video and it looks beautiful and clean. But, I wonder if recording previews are the same way. I think these two guys coming up next are huggers. Yep, they sure are. Huggy Wuggy. Oh, that's right. That's where this whole tangent about horror games came from. I was talking about how Poppy Playtime is one of those games where it's just tension build up and then, or the first chapter is. I know, the next few chapters have more going on, but like, the first chapter was just like, oh, tense stuff happens, and then the most interesting part is at the very end, and then it's done. Well, I guess at least in that case, that isn't the whole game. That's just the first chapter, but still. I guess that's my real problem with Chill's Art games, is that that's the whole game. I think I can firebomb you guys. And I think I might want to. Let me equip those. Oh, I have those. Never mind. Alright, I will bomb! Again! 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 Okay, fine. I guess we'll do it this way. There is a large guy around the corner from these guys, so I hope I aggro... Sorry, hiccuping. I hope I aggroed all of them. If I didn't... That's a oh, I aggroed the big guy. He chain pulls. Great. Fantastic. Awesome. Love it. Okay. I got an Estus back somewhere. I'm not sure where. Oh, you delayed ass! He has that super long attack, and then he has that super quick attack. Ugh. Enemies like that are so rough, and I hate them for that reason. I hate them because they're challenging and difficult, you know? Okay, well, I say that, and then I wipe the floor with him, so... Actually, I haven't wiped the floor with him just yet. I'll get back onto that as we go for the door, though. Yeah, okay. Nice. Real? What? There's another guy? Come on. This ain't fair. I say as I... Never mind. There we go. I'm gonna drink this. There we go. I am very close to unlocking a shortcut, which is the good thing. God damn, nose, can you fucking work with me? Can you, like, not fill my mouth up with crap? Sorry if you're eating while watching this, and I just grossed you out. I know that feeling. It used to affect me. It doesn't really anymore, but, you know. Man, it's so weird to look back and see how desensitized I've become with gory games. Because, like, the first few gory games I ever saw, I was like, oh, God. But now I don't even think about it. Like, Resident Evil 2 Remake has a lot of really gory moments. But now, the first time I saw them, I was like, oh. But now when I see them, I'm fine. I don't know. I guess I've seen worse. Anyway, in this room, we have this large guy. This large chap. Gentleman. And, yeah. This place looks freaking awesome, can I just say? It looks so cool. I just remembered the mountain of stuff that there is to do and see here, so yeah, we're gonna be at this for a while, I'm afraid to say. We're an hour in. Free dual charms right here. This is a new enemy. I believe these guys are deacons. Deacons of the Deep is their full name. They shoot fire from their magic candlesticks at you, and that's about it. Otherwise, yeah, they're not that hard, and they're also not very common, so yeah. They exist. They're affiliated with the Cathedral. They're trying their best to stop you after you've intruded upon their lovely home. I also just completely ran past a new enemy before, but they'll get their time in the spotlight. Don't you worry. Aha! This elevator should take me back to where I want to go. Should take me to the bonfire. And then I can go level up, get my intelligence up, so we can finally start using new spells, please. Before I forget to, before I just don't even think about the spells. I will say, yeah, it does seem to be taking forever to get sorceries moving along in this game. Alright, there we go. And I think a lot of that might have to do with how linear this game is. Because, like, this is the most linear From Software game of them all. The areas themselves are open-ended, but the way they connect to each other is super linear. We just, like, follow a straight path as our main progression. There's rarely any times where you can go off the beaten path.
Welcome home, speak.
Very well, then take. Intelligence, vigor. Intelligence, vigor. Intelligence, vigor. I honestly think my status bars are fine as is. Let's just keep working on int. Hopefully the boss will drop a lot of souls, because this area's got to have a boss, right? It's Dark Souls. It's required. Anyway, hopefully the boss will drop enough souls to let me get some vigor upgrades, because, you know, I put only 5 points into vigor so far. And by the end, I feel like you're kind of intended to have 35 to 40 vigor, so yeah. I gotta start working on that if I want to hit those numbers, but, you know, I'm not gonna set arbitrary goals and stats for myself. That's just stupid and limiting, you know? Up we go. Oh, let me change armor. I mentioned I was going to do it before, and then I never actually did. So, one weird thing about Souls game UI, I also got the Deacon robe. I guess we can wear it. That works. One weird thing about Souls game UI, if you want to see what your character looks like with the stuff you have equipped, you have to click the right stick twice. And I'm like, why didn't you just show my character on this screen? It's not like that's impossible for you, because check this out. Yeah, it shows your character on the status screen if you click Y. It also shows me zombified, but that's fine. Yeah, it's perfectly capable of showing your character within the inventory screen, so why are we not seeing them here while equipping our stuff to see what they look like? I think that would be really cool, because, you know, a lot of people equip this stuff for cosmetic reasons, not just for, you know, not just for the stats. What would fit best with the probably deserter trousers would go best with the Deacon robe. Let's do that. Gloves. Sure. No, we'll have, like, this on. There we go. That should be good for now. But yeah, I have to say, Soulsborne inventory UI could really use some work. I honestly feel like Elden Ring may have even made some parts of it worse. Like, they removed the icons of all the stats. Like, you see how every stat has an icon attached? Elden Ring removes those for some reason, and so now it's just text. It looks really weird. All right, here's an optional path with the Evangelists, and we now know that they come from the Cathedral of the Deep, so that's a nice little bit of lore within the enemy placement itself. The reason why we were seeing Evangelists and those big red guys up in Undead Settlement is because they come from Cathedral of the Deep. They're going into the Undead Settlement to collect sacrifices to then take down the road of sacrifices down to the Cathedral. Really cool, I like that. Hi, Abyss. You know, that's not too far off. There is a thing in this game known as the Abyss. I have no idea what the Abyss is, exactly. I think it has something to do with the Dark Soul and all that, but this is something I'll get into more, probably in the next video. Okay, so these things are piles of sludge. They have extremely high physical resistance and extremely high magic resist. Okay, 1 second. Can I just Okay, this is gonna attack. There we go. They are weakest to fire, so you want to burn them away. Away! Away! Like the enemies in Bloodborne. Hi, buddy. How's it going? Oh, that... I don't have this two-handed. There we go. 128, 256. Nice powers of 2. Gotta love it. Okay, you can go back in this hand. And I guess we can unequip the longsword, because like hell am I going to use that anytime soon. Let me get this in first slot. There we go. Hi, buddy. Okay, so this is an optional fight against this giant. This giant, I think the best way to take him out that I've seen... Oh, God, oh, God, oh, God. Oh, you can destroy that? Oh, I didn't know that. Best way to fight him that I've seen is to take him over here. Then he'll try to slam at you with his hands, and you can attack them as he reels them back in. When you're in this corner, he only has these two attacks at his disposal. If he attacks you with his left hand, he'll slam down once. If he attacks you with his right hand, he'll slam down twice, and the right hand attacks have a really weird hitbox. So, yeah. From here, you just... Oh, man, I'm not doing very much damage, am I? Yeah, that's what I mean. Those attack hitboxes are freaking weird. Good thing he doesn't attack you as the hand moves away. Oh, my God. Okay, stop dodging that direction. Start dodging the opposite way. This guy takes a while. Oof. Oh, and you're here. Hey, can you... Yeah, thank you. I knew you'd come in for me, giant buddy. He's like, we're not friends. Shut up. Okay, yeah, dodge away from that. That's probably best. And slam. Come on and slam. And welcome to the jam. I know this isn't the jam for you exactly, but it's the jam for me, all right? I'm just thinking of myself here, you know? That's the kind of world this is. Every woman for herself. 60. Illuminati. Like the H-Bomber guy plagiarism video. I'm surprised H-Bomber guy hasn't made any kind of video since then. I guess he's just so exhausted from how big that one was. Or maybe he's just genuinely quitting YouTube. I don't know. I shouldn't say anything on that. What am I freaking saying? How about I get my stupid tinfoil hat theories about what happened to this one YouTuber out of this? Every time I've been hit by this guy, it's been with his right hand. He should really just be doing that every time, and he'd probably win. Yeah, I believe if you continue running through this point, he can gain new attacks, like he can slide his hand across. It's a very complicated, not my favorite thing to fight, so I just fight him this way. I cheese him down. I guess this isn't really cheese. I still have to dodge attacks, you know? It's just... It's easy. You get him in a loop, he's predictable. Oh, God. Come on. Please use your left hand, thank you. Left hand is easy hand. I guess his right hand is his most dominant. Seriously, man, that keeps hitting me, and I don't get it. I'm dodging away from him, I'm dodging this way. No, still hits. Am I just mistiming it? I don't get, like, what's hitting me? The impact? What the fuck is hitting me? And can it stop? He's so close, he's so close. Heal. That was close. Oh my God, do not attack with your right. Fuck! I'm getting hit one more time. Yep! Yep, like clockwork. Okay, down he goes. I'm honestly gonna head back to the bonfire. I used up all my Estus getting him killed. Oh, while I'm thinking of it, let me go actually upgrade my flasks with the items I got. That seems like a smart thing to do. I should probably do that. Hey, Andre, I've got some Estus shards for you. You know, using that hammer on this Estus flask, I can't imagine that would do too well. It'd probably break it. All right, thank you. How much do I have now? I'm gonna put... Yeah, let's go with 6-2. I still haven't used that much magic yet.
Prithee, like that.
Prithee, be careful. I don't want to see my work squandered.
Yeah, we get it. I should not squander your beautiful work. 1 second. Bad, the Erd Tree. Wait, did that have a green spot in it? What was that? I feel like the picture looked different just then. Maybe I'm going nuts. Hey, a red tearstone ring. I do love these loading screens spoiling items from later in the game. Yeah, shut up. Took longer to get his dialogue because I was drinking during that. I was about to say drinking alcohol as a joke, but I'm actually not 21 yet, so turning 21 soon, but I'm not 21 yet, so I don't know if I should. I'm sure it's fine. The police aren't watching this. It is weird to me that America has increased that to 21 over other countries which keep it at 18, but at the same time, it's understandable. When you're drunk, you have no control over yourself. It's probably for the best to have it be higher. You know, I think I've mentioned before in some of my older videos that I absolutely despise the taste of alcohol. I will never drink it as long as I live. I don't think... Yeah, me breaking those boxes didn't make any noise, but yeah. Well, I say that, but I'm gonna immediately contradict that with this next sentence. I would actually like to try drinking enough to get a buzz, or even to get... Wasn't there someone here? Oh, I was gonna say, what the fuck? Anyway, I would like to try drinking enough to get a buzz, or get at least, like, a little drunk to see what it's like. I want to know what it's like to be drunk, what it feels like. I have a feeling I'm not gonna like it, because, like, you know, I'd lose control over myself. I don't want to lose control over myself. That sounds not fun. And, you know, there's a hangover afterwards and everything, and all that shit. I would at least like to try it once, and then never again. That's just one thing. One random thing right now. I don't know if I'll be able to stomach the alcohol it'll take, but I'll try. I guess. But yeah, I don't see myself partaking in any, like, nights out at a bar or anything anytime soon, because I fucking hate alcohol. I don't know how people can stand to drink that. It's an acquired taste. Okay, so when do I acquire the taste? Riddle me that one. When am I supposed to acquire it? Where do I find this taste? In my dreams? I know. I just have to, you know, like, drink it enough until I like it, and that's how that's how it goes, but still. Spit. Thank you. I love dodging projectiles like that. Hi, other guy. I love dodging projectiles like that. It's at least something else you could do aside from rolling. How you, like, you know, you wait until the enemy shoots and then you... Oh, no! I dodged that too much. Oh, man, now I have to run back through these rooms. That's fine. There's not much here. Oh, it's a chest. We'll check you out later. I thought I was going to take more fall damage or catch the attention of an enemy. Thankfully, that did not happen, so that's why I sounded so panicked there, but I had no reason to be panicked. Just, you know, a little jerk. There we go. Without the jump this time. I mean, grab you, not kill you because I don't care. Seek guidance. So seek guidance is a very interesting miracle. We do not have enough faith to cast it, unfortunately, but it does reveal hidden messages throughout the game left by the developers. I showed those off in my main channel playthrough, and I might do the same again here. We'll have to see. I should have leveled faith. But I only need to level it twice to be able to use seek guidance. But still, it's like, you know, I'm still at 10 right now. I don't know when I'm gonna get the 2 points I need to level it. Nice. Not nice. Mean. Very mean of you. Oh, it's 9 p.m. My night light has turned on. I've just noticed. Everything's way less blue. Okay. Here. Here. Okay, am I the only one who has had... I don't know, is it... I can't remember what I'm thinking of right now, but I swear there was some setting I have on my Windows machine where I, like, scheduled it to do this thing at this time of day, and it kept getting it wrong super consistently. I don't know if it's this, like, night shift light where it turns off the blue light in your screen to make it easier to see at late at night, which is the setting I have applied right now, or what, but there was some setting that involved timing. Oh, yeah, it was changing desktop backgrounds. On the old Mac I used early on in my channel's life, I would have it change my desktop background once every day automatically. I'd have like a playlist of desktop backgrounds and it would cycle through them. Windows has the same functionality, but that functionality does not work. It keeps changing them at the most random times. It changes them way quicker than it should. It's very strange, and I don't get it. Anyway. Something's off about you. Your chain is clipping into the carpet! How could they have placed it like that? In other words, though, the chest is breathing. This is a mimic! And, like I said in my main channel playthrough, I'll repeat it again here. This has to be my favorite incarnation of a mimic in anything ever. Like, they are so goofy looking. Just look at their stubby little legs. Listen to their laughing as they try to attack you. Or no. Come on, give us a laugh. That sound is just so funny. I love how their arms are coming out of their mouth. They look so goofy. They also look a little scary, sure, especially when you realize that the teeth in their chest helmet there, those are actually finger bones, not teeth. So that's a little weird, but otherwise, these guys are so goofy looking. They feel almost out of place in this universe. But I'm perfectly okay with it. They are so funny. And they've got satisfying death animations as well. They also give a reward for killing them. There is a way to obtain that item without actually killing the mimic. I'll show it off on the next one we see, which probably won't be for a while now that I'm remembering, but still. If you haven't taken care of the hat guys up above, they will be here to ambush you down here. In addition to this guy, new enemy, this is a Cathedral Knight. These guys are big. You will not be staggering them with any of the attacks I'm using right now. Oh my god, look at that defense. They'll also light up their weapons with that magic aura, and whenever they smack the ground, they'll leave behind a little, like, exploding mine that blows up after a little while, like that. You see that shiny spot? Yeah. I don't think it does much damage, but it does stun you, and that's a problem. Oh god. Cool. They can also bash you with their shields. They also, like, turn perfectly. Almost like they have a lock-on of their own, you know, they might. They turn perfectly, so I can't just walk behind them and get a backstab. Okay, can you put down that fucking shield? I said put down the shield, not put it into my face. God, some people. Oh, get destroyed. Oh, man. Yeah. Oh, that's a heal over time spell. Never mind, he's still healing. I hate you. I hate you for that. 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 Perfect. These guys are tough. Even as much as I played this game and as much as I played Elden Ring, those guys are still really tough. So I think around here, there's actually someone a little dangerous, if I'm right. No, never mind. Looking for ambushes, you know. Wait. Really? Oh, there it is. Wait, you weren't there just a second ago. Okay, this guy. I don't know what this thing is. It's a monstrosity. You can easily cheese this guy by just going to the door and attacking him through it. But if you'd rather not, then this is what the fight's like. Oh god, he's inflicting curse. I hate that. Drink. He's leaping lizards. Oh, no. Okay, he's not doing very much damage, thankfully. That was bad. Mistimed. Okay, that status effect, if that builds up, I will die. I need to kill him before that happens. I staggered him. I did like a stance break, whatever that is. And that caused him to stop attacking long enough for me to kill him. Aldrich's Sapphire. We're getting closer. What does this do again? Okay. Whatever you want to do. Restore FP from critical attacks. Oh no. Critical hits aren't something I land very often in this game, so that is just useless to me by default. Okay, out here. Yes, okay, so the homeward bone has stopped highlighting. That means that there is an NPC invader on the prowl. He's gonna spawn in any second now. Yes, on the other side of that room, Longfinger Kirk. Why is your finger so long? You might want to cut that down. I don't know what that means. Okay, this guy is probably gonna kill me, full disclosure. Yeah, I'm not doing great on health right now. Okay, the thrall went the other way. I want to fight him over here in this room, away from enemies, and he will follow you into this room, so yeah. Let's get these pews out of the way, let's go. Let's go, buddy. No, we're fighting in here. No, we're fighting in here. Okay? We're doing that, alright? Okay, if you just want to sit there and take it, then by all means. Okay. Okay, now, I kind of want to try using something here. Oh, but I don't have it equipped. I should have thought of that. I wanted to use the Undead Hunter Charm on him, because I think he has Estus, because all invaders do. I wanted to see how that would work, but unfortunately, I didn't think of it in time. Woo! That's damage. Good thing I got the Undead Bone Shard burnt, so I heal more with every HP, every Estus use. Okay. I'm surprised that stabbed didn't do anything. Okay, problem? By the way, him touching me at all will hurt me, because that's the spikes on his armor. That's what those are for. This is fun. I'm having a fun time right now. I'm having a really fun time right now. I was gonna say, you better not parry with that. No! Oh, these pews are still here! Do it. Thank you. I shouldn't have dodged that way. There we go. That's better. Then you just increase the distance as well. Do you have Estus? I guess not. Maybe you don't. I'll take it. God, don't kill me. What the hell are you doing? That was a charged attack. Okay, good. I killed him first try. Let's go. Haven't died yet this video. I like that. Barbed straight sword, spiked shield, yada yada, long finger Kirk has died. And I got some Estus back, thanks to that being how killing an NPC invader works. Okay. Got some thralls here. Guess I'll soul arrow them. Because I'm not running too low on FP yet, thankfully. I don't know why I keep emphasizing the P in FP. Okay, those statues will release poison, like toxic sludge, when you get nearby, so stay away from them. Is there another one behind me? No, that's just the other one going off. Cool. Sure. All right, thanks. Thanks for missing me there. And let me... Oh, there's another one. I hear one. I hear one breathing on the wall. Well, you know, I don't have to fight them yet. Okay, well, never mind. Yes, I do. Oh, I hate these guys. I'm gonna kill this guy as soon as I can. Oh my god, really? You're actually gonna hang on with that little bit of health. Fuck off. Thank you. Okay, now I'm going to do this little trick. Oh, that doesn't work in this game. That works in Elden Ring. Backstepping through slow moving water. That works in Elden Ring, but not in this game. Okay, well, I guess let's get... Still don't have... This is the only one I have. Oh, this is a set of twin daggers. I didn't actually notice that until now. That's the wrong button. That's also the wrong button. There we go. And you can still quickstep even without FP. I guess it's just like, if you quickstep a load of times in a row, you will eventually run out of FP, and then you can't use any magic attacks from that point on. I guess that's the idea. Ooh, the Maiden set. That's what Irina wears, and what a character in Dark Souls 1 wears. We can wear it for ourselves now, if we want. Nameless Soldier, cool. Nameless Soldier of Godric. Nah, that guy has a name. His name is Rick. I want to know how many instances of that opening animation exist in this game. Because there was like... There's the one after Udex Gundyr, there's the one at the beginning of High Wall of Lothric. The one at the end of High Wall doesn't really count because that one was automatic. I want to say Undead Settlement did this somewhere as well. You will see that animation so many times throughout all the Souls games. It's a very common thing. They love themselves their heavy doors that you need to open. I do want to take a moment to look back at all the areas we've been to. Like, you can see so many other places in the world. There's Undead Settlement, there's the Giant's Tower, there's High Wall of Lothric where we came from. You can't see the area where Firelink Shrine is, which does exist, like, in this space. It's just off somewhere out of view. From every location in the game. But yeah, throughout the whole game, you can constantly look back and see places you've been before. It's really cool. I love that attention to detail. Even if this world is super linear otherwise, I think it is really well laid out overall. I should not have refilled my FP bar because now I'm just wasting it all here. Well, that kind of sucks. And don't worry, it's fine. Okay, I don't think there's anything to see over there, so I'm gonna go this way. Do this, roll through this, which actually does clean your character off. Your character gets covered in dirt as they attack stuff, as they get attacked. But if you roll through water, you'll actually be cleaned off. It's pretty cool. Oh, then there's this guy. I think I might try to fight him when we get there. There are a lot of other things we can do in Cathedral first, though, so I'm going to do those things first. Let's pull this lever. See what this does. That raises this platform here. I don't think this does anything. I don't think there's any reason to do this. It's just here. You might be able to use it to block off the giant from following you, but even then, though, I don't think the giant can follow you this far, so yeah. I don't know what the point of that is. I guess I'll keep it raised, because why not? Raised like the canes. Oh, look at that. My weapons are actually, like, somewhat damaged. That's kind of neat. Alright, you. Get soul arrowed. There's a Cathedral Knight somewhere here. I don't want him to see me. Okay, item back there. We'll worry about that another time. For now, let me get through this door lickety-split. Open this. This looks very familiar, and yes, indeed, it is leading us to the same place the other shortcut did. Oh, you can drop down to fight this guy from here. Pretty cool. I love how interconnected this area is in itself. Still, the fact that it's basically a big fat dead end for the rest of the game's progression is where a lot of people have problems with Dark Souls 3's world design. Now, I don't think the world design being linear is a bad thing, but there are limitations with that from, like, how open these games are usually with, you know, the items you can learn and what weapons you choose to use and things like that. I think a lot of other games, the other Soulsborne games, do it better because they're more open-ended from the beginning, and whereas this game is very linear from the beginning. That gets slightly less linear as it goes, I guess. You have more options for areas, but still, it remains relatively the same. I've got over 10,000 souls, so I think I'm going to take a pit stop at the shrine and get some levels. Might level, Faith. Very well, then take. It's just 2 more points I need to be able to use the swords. But I also want Vigor. But I also want Faith. Okay, I can't get 2. Fuck it. Let's go. Let's just go with that. Let me ignore my health bar some more. Actually, before I go, I don't think I'm gonna have Yuria around much longer, so I want to see if I can buy anything more from her. Speak thy desire. I want a purging stone. Yes, for only 3,000 souls. Okay, nothing. I guess, do I have this yet? I don't know. Till May. Yuria, it is May right now in real life, so what do we have to do now? Okay, you say the same thing. Cool. Yeah, she's looking... Normally she's facing the bonfire from that position, but now she's staring off that way, though that isn't the direction of Yuria anymore. But it always happens when Yuria is there. I don't know. I don't know what the deal with that is. It's fairly interesting. Would you call it scritching your chin? Scritching your chin? I don't know. Is scritching a term people use for doing it to other people or themselves, or is that just for cats? I don't really know. Or cats and dogs, animals, pets, fish, baboons, I don't know. Donkey Kong. Hi, I did not mean to attack you with a spell, but that's just what happened, alright? Don't take it personally. Oh man, I got killed by magic. That's how weak it is in this game. Ah, yes, this is the archer from before. So if we go around the side here, there should be a... The game's camera loves trying to get you killed at various points, and that's what it almost just did there. Yeah, that would have killed me. That's too high of a fall. Up here. A yizzle, a yorb. Thank you. You drop a ring, don't you? Ah, yes, you deliver it into my inventory directly. You airdrop it. That's what I'm gonna call it. I know that, like, some people call it auto-collect. Makes perfect sense, but I'm gonna call it airdropped. This item was airdropped into my inventory just now. Is this the area I want to go next? I don't know, honestly. Is this... I think I'm missing something, actually. I don't know if I want to be going here just yet. Okay, change of plans. Let's go back. Sorry, that was a bit of a waste of time, but it's fine. I got a deep ring. What does that do again? Oh yeah, doesn't that increase attunement slots? I poked at my brain in real life. Shush the frick up. Okay, I'm actually going to rest. Going to take a look. Say, I only have one right now. What can I can try Fahrenheal. Fahrenhail. Sorry, not heal. Yeah, we'll take this off in exchange for it. Yes, it allows attunement of additional spells. You can also combine it with this to get an extra slot. So let's put that on. Let's put you on. We're going to try you out because I've never used this before. So this will be fun. And then we will not go back up there just yet. That's for later. For now, we're just going to head back this way. Because I know there's a particular way events can play out in this area, and I want them to play out in that particular way. So that's all I'll say on that for right now. I should have tried Fahrenhail on you. Because I get the feeling it's not going to be as strong as I think it'll be. And I was exactly correct. Okay, in a group of enemies that could be good, but it was so inaccurate. Like, damn. Yeah, that was not very good. That was not very impressive. I'll roll, I guess. Boop. Okay, where I want to go first is back this direction. Roll through the sludge. Yep, uh-huh. Roll through this now to clean myself off. Actually, I think rolling through water that disgusting still cleans you off regardless. Speaking of water that disgusting, yeah, that's what we're gonna have to deal with over here. So this guy's surrounded by these toxic sludge things. And yeah, he's gonna be trying to kill me throughout all of it. I cannot wait for this battle. This battle will be the most fun thing ever. Unfortunately, can't really equip Quickstep and my own weapon at the same time. So yeah, I'm just gonna have to try my best. My best will probably not be enough. But at least it's being tried. Can't fault me for trying, you know? That's a saying, right? Ow, 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 ow. What is healing me right now? Why did I just get healed? I don't get that. What's healing me? Oh shit, what are you? You're a new enemy. You exist on the ground, you flop around, you do very weak damage, I kill you. That's it. Okay. I think that thing is known as a man slug? Man grub? Man grub? That enemy? Okay, you kind of kicked me in the back, that's okay. I can't see how much health this guy has, so I sure hope I'm doing good damage. Oh, what the? Oh, okay. I see how it is. I see how it is. Now splash around in the water for fun. Cool, got it. There's an attack this guy can use if you get far away from him. He will throw water at you, which I think is really cool. There are a lot of people who played this game for a long time and didn't know that attack existed. Yet I actually discovered it on my first playthrough. I think it's cool. It's cool that they thought of that little environmental interaction. And they programmed it in for this guy. Okay, I killed something. Wasn't the giant, unfortunately. Yeah, mainly you just want to stay behind his legs. If he stomps, you dodge. That's about it. Yeah, this fight isn't that hard. It is, however, fucking long. Okay, you're low. That hit me, that's fine. Did I kill him? No. That was a sludge. There we go. Giant is dead. Yeah, that was not that bad. That really wasn't that bad. Let me go. Never mind. That will take forever. Hold on. I should keep them in my inventory equipped, especially if I'm going to wear such light armor. I don't need to worry. Throughout all the items in this is a new armor set, the Drang set. I don't think this comes with a helmet, and I think there's also a new weapon here. Yes, the pale tongue, the new weapon, obviously. No, I think it's right here. Yeah, the Drang hammers. Let me take a look at those. That was an item you can dual wield. I just saw it. Let me take a look at that. Can't use it, need strength. Okay. Never mind, I'm no longer interested. I was interested for a time. You had me in the first half, not gonna lie. Okay, then up here, what I want to do is actually not fight any of these guys yet. And honestly, I don't know if I want to fight any of these guys ever, to be completely honest. They don't seem like they're gonna be that terribly fun or exciting or interesting, so I'm just gonna run past. Let's see, through here. Somehow, I knew I should get out of the way, and it worked. It worked out. I did not know that fireball was there. Honest, I just dodged out of the way and it went past. So this opens a semi-shortcut here. This is now a route you can take to get inside. And it probably is the fastest route to do the drop-down path, climb that ladder in that building up there, and then come through these doors to get to this other platform, whatever importance it might serve. I wonder what that importance could be. Interesting. You know the news? Hey, it's Sigvard! Alright. I'll go pick up the item before we talk to him. Dual charm. Just like the dual screen. Those look like eyes up there. Very weird.
Well, you look reasonably sane. I am a knight of Katarina. I've managed to track down this cathedral's store of treasure. It's right over there, across that narrow part. Treasure. Always so close, yet so far. I'm in quite a pickle, indeed.
You sound a little different. You must be a different Knight of Katarina, I guess, then. Alright, well, why don't I go check it out for you? Thank you for raising the bridge for me, apparently. Or did you? I mean, I don't know. There's no lever over here. I don't know. Why is this bridge raised now, all of a sudden?
Shame on you, you greedy guts. Thought you could outwit an onion. Well, say hello to the nice giant. He adores visitors.
But what if you've already killed the giants? Well...
Where's the old giant? What? Where's the bloody giant? Just what have you done? How dare you? Have you no shame? Damn, and damn.
Alright, so that is our first sighting of Patches, a recurring character in the Soulsborne games who never fails, or I guess, no, sometimes he fails, for sure. But his whole deal is that he tries to lure you into a spot where, with the promise of treasure, only to kick you down off a cliff. Or in that case, to gently lower you down off a cliff. It's close enough. And yeah, he was actually disguising himself as Sigvard in order to do it, to potentially catch new players off guard. Or not new players, sorry, returning players off guard, who would obviously know what Patch's deal is if they played the other games, but in this case, though, like, even if you have played the other games, you don't know that's Patches. Not yet, anyway. Or maybe you do. Maybe you, like, listen for his voice and you're like, hey, that sounds like Patches. Are you sure about this? And then, yep. It's pretty cool. Nice, clever twist on things. Thank goodness the camera didn't try to kill me this time. And now that I've done that, now I would like to make my way up the building here. I wanted to see Patches there first because that activates a little something. And if you go up here without doing that, you won't meet Patches here. And I think that can cause issues? I don't think it'll cause, like, issues necessarily. It's just, you know. It's the route I'm used to taking. Hey, what is it? Is that an item corpse? Oh, yeah, I guess it is. What the hell? Okay. I mean, like, did the thrall drop that item? I'm not really sure. Fuck that attack. That sucks. Don't do that ever again. It's mean. These guys are kind of like beefed up versions of the big guys in High Wall of Lothric. And, yep, they sure are. There's a bunch of them to fight up here, and I hate it. Fuck you. I know, I'm being very impatient, but, like, the area we're fighting is very cramped, very small. Hey, it's at least still larger than what Dark Souls 1 would give you. Dark Souls 1 puts you in, like, this puniest tunnel of all time with death pits either side and expects you to fight enemies there. It's ridiculous. Anyway. Bridge? Brig. Yes, I hear you, thralls. Make yourselves known. Thralls. I should be calling them hat guys. It's what I called them in my main channel playthrough, and I still have an attachment to that playthrough, even if I look back on it as not being that great in retrospect. I mean, this playthrough won't be that great either, but hey, whatever. I'm doing this for fun, you know. Speaking of which, I gotta get a different game started. I kind of want to try playing more than one game on this channel simultaneously. Like, to see if I can balance the two of them, because I think with this channel, it'll be easier for me to do that. Like, today I'm feeling like playing this game. Because, you know, sometimes I am feeling like playing a different game every single day, not always playing the same one until I beat it, so... I think that could work. It was really the editing that was complicating things for my main channel Let's Plays, and that's part of the reason why I decided to stop doing it. It's because, you know, editing the videos took long enough. Like, I didn't feel like I wanted to do anything else. Here, though, recording the videos is really the most I'm spending time doing, and recording videos is the fun part. Because it's when I'm actually playing the game, and it's when the fun stuff gets to happen. And there's times, you know, where I'm not as really coherent and with my speech, and this video is one of those times, but I think that's okay, overall. Clearly, you all don't seem to mind it, and, you know, sometimes I listen back to it, and I'm like, you know, that's not really that bad. I can still understand what I'm saying. That's the important thing, right? I just don't sound super smart, but do I need to sound super smart? I mean, for some people, probably, but for most, probably not. Anyway, yeah. Recording is easily the most fun part. Unless the thing I'm recording is, like, dumb, or I'm doing some really, really hard challenge, and I'm losing my mind trying to beat it. That's happened sometimes, but for the most part, I keep the recordings, you know, fairly simple. I don't put too much pressure on myself to do this thing super correctly, or anything like that. And then editing. Editing is simultaneously the most tedious part of the video making process, but it's also the most rewarding, because that's when the video really comes together. It's when, like, you know, the finished product comes, everything is shaping up to be exactly as I imagined it, because, you know, when you're recording, I might be playing the game, but unless it's this channel, it's not like a finished video, you know? When I'm recording footage for one of my larger, highly edited videos, it's just footage, you know? There's no actual video there until I start editing. Okay, thank you. Come on and slam, and welcome to the jam. Oh my god. I'm getting so lucky, I feel like, with some of these enemies. Whoa. Ah, crap. Wrong direction to dodge. Wrong timing. No! What? You still have follow-ups! What? That's illegal! What the fuck is with you? Oh, God, you suck. You suck. I have fought full bosses in Elden Ring better than you. Oh my god. Ugh. No, no. That's hitting. What the fuck? Don't whip out a new attack on me like that. So, as the old Sigvard would say, I'm in a bit of a pickle. How much HP? 12. Now, sadly, this means I cannot progress here because I need to drop somewhere. I can't exactly drop somewhere when I have 12 HP. So I'm gonna do something a little weird here. I'm gonna pause recording, just so you guys don't have to watch me run all the way back up here. And actually, I have a lot of souls. Why don't I just go level up? Never mind. Screw pausing recording. I mean, I suppose I could, as I'm making my way back. Just because you don't need to see that whole route all over again. Alright, this time I think... No. We are leveling this. Thank you. There we go. Perfect. Now I can actually equip the spell. The interesting spell. The one I want to use. Not Farron Hail. Get that out of here. Crystal Hail. Sorry. Soul Greatsword. Let's try it. I'm excited for it, honestly. Okay, now there's no reason to pause recording, because now I have a new spell to try. That'll make this new run up to the place interesting, you know? Will you stop saying that every single time? That would be nice. I still have yet to die, right? I came so close just then, but... Thankfully, against all odds, I lived. Hey, you. That's not the right spell. Hold on 1 second. Let me try using it to see how long it takes. Okay, that's not too long. So we'll try it on the deacon up here. Turn the camera in advance so it doesn't try to kill me. Push that guy off the edge, I guess. I'm the cleanup crew, what can I say? Hey, you. Haha, get... My R1 does more damage than that. I have 22 intelligence, and my R1 of this weapon that I have 18 dexterity using it on, my R1 does more damage. I think I'm starting to see that. Now, my staff isn't upgraded, and it's also the basic sorcerer staff. I don't know what other staffs are available right now. Do I have any others? I don't know, I'll run up here and then I'll check real quick. Do I have any other stats? I got this one. Spell buff is higher at 0. The intelligence scaling is a little worse, but that's fine. Okay, this guy's crawling out from behind me. I don't want him to. Can he not do that? Oh no, he's coming after me. Are you kidding me, dude? That doesn't stagger you either. Okay. That's fun. I'll still try to use it, because, like, you know, it's fun. There we go. There we go. I think Elden Ring's spells come out a lot faster. They cast faster in general. So maybe that's why I'm thinking that the magic's gonna be just as fun when it really isn't. Hey, there we go. I got him. So it did a lot more damage to him. Maybe the deacons are just really resistant to it. That's entirely possible. So I can go into here. And I think I will, actually, because where we need to go is past these 2 knights. There are 2 cathedral knights up here. I'm not gonna fight them, because fuck that. I got the blessed gem over there. If you infuse that into something, it'll heal you if you hold it in your hands. And something else, I think. It does something else? Let me check. Treasure restore HP. Heavily damaged reanimated foes, right. If there's any, like, skeletons, you can kill them much easier with blessed weapons. Okay, I think where we want to go is right here. Don't kill me. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Drop here. Don't kill me. Goody. Okay. We have survived. That is all you need to do. Oh, hi. So, interestingly, we have a man grub here next to this friendly, in quotation marks, NPC. An NPC who will look very familiar once we get a better look at him. Yep, it's him. It's Patches, the guy who lowered us before.
Huh? Yes, hello. Oh, I don't believe we've met. I'm Patches. Unbreakable Patches.
Look at this fucking grin.
Do you have business with me?
You know who I am.
Oh, yes, of course. It's coming back to me now. Oh, I'm so sorry. That was my hand, as you know. But the deed, well, that was the armor's doing. Regrettable, truly. But behold, I'm stripped clean of that unruly attire.
Sure.
And look at you. Not a scratch. All's well that ends well, right? Yes, we'll be fine. I can tell. It's that rotten curse. It is. The untidy mess.
Prostration, sure. Yeah, look at you, not a scratch. You should have seen me when I was at 12 HP just a bit ago.
Oh, yes. Now, it wasn't me, but you still deserve an apology.
Why do I deserve an apology if it wasn't you?
Go ahead. It's yours now.
Ah, thanks for the rusted coin. I don't think I've actually explained what those do.
You should know, I'm a kind of traveling merchant. If you're as unkindled as you look, you'll find plenty of good stuff.
I guess. So this is actually important for something you want to do. You do want to buy this armor set from him sooner than later. In fact, I might need to use up some of my souls so I can afford it all. Because I can only afford one of the pieces of set. Thankfully, he's allowing me to sell stuff to him. So you know what? You give me some of your money, you piece of shit. All right, there we go. Use that. Use that. Let's get that. Oh, I didn't notice that soul value icon up there. It's pink. That's cool. Use that, I guess, as well. We'll use some of these. Okay, now... Ah, fuck. Okay, fine. One more. This should be good. Yep. Is it? No, it's 3, 5. That was actually more than I thought it would be. There we go. So that's the entire set. I just wanted to make sure to buy all of that. He was also selling black fire bombs, human pine resin in an infinite amount. Good to know. Red bug pellets. He's also selling his own armor. The armor he's wearing. I guess he'll take it off and give it to us. I don't know about that. He's also selling rubbish for 200 souls. Yeah, perfectly. Perfectly? I don't know what I meant by that. Who in their right mind would bother carrying this around? I know, right? Patches.
Thanks, sweeting.
And then he calls you sweeting as you leave. I hate that. Fuck off. Fuck off with your sweeting. I gotta be honest. There's a lot of words, a lot of regularly used words. This is a shortcut to this area, and nope, he will not lower it back down, thankfully. Begs the question, who lowered this lever? Who pulled this lever to lower it before? I guess it was this guy. Maybe this guy was your friend. Sorry for killing him. Anyway, there are a lot of regularly used words I don't really like. Like the word bae. I don't like bae. If I ever find a partner, I don't want them to call me bae. I'm sorry, future partner, if you exist. I don't want you to call me bae. Please don't. And also, please no sweetie either. I don't like being called sweetie. I don't know. I feel like every time it's used, it feels like it's being used in a condescending manner, and that just irritates me a lot. All right, these guys are no trouble whatsoever. Yeah. I don't like sweetie. I don't like bae. I think there's something else as well. Sweeting is close enough. But yeah. I hate those words for some reason. Every time I hear them used, I'm just like, shush, shut up, leave me alone. All right, this guy over here does not attack you at all. Where's his face? Let's take a closer look at that snout. It's very small. Anyway, yeah, this guy doesn't attack you at all, but if you kill him, he drops something important, so let's go. Red Sign Soapstone. Oops, hold on. So this is just like the White Sign Soapstone in that you lay down a summon sign for another player to summon you into their game. The White Sign Soapstone's purpose is for that other player to summon you for help against a boss. This one, however, they'll be summoning you for PvP. They'll be voluntarily bringing you in their game so that they can fight. Invasions are the involuntary form of PvP. Pretty cool. Oh yeah, that's right. I still haven't gone back to Lothric and done the dungeon yet, but I guess that's fine. I don't need to yet. Through this door is a very interesting little secret of Cathedral of the Deep. If you haven't killed every enemy outside the door there, this bonfire cannot be interacted with, but now that I have, it can be. So let's do that. Let's rest at it as well. So I can, clean off the dirt from my hair. There we go. And this is a site of yet another covenant. Oh, that's Kirk's armor. Cool, I guess that's here because I killed him. So we talk to you, Rosaria, Mother of Rebirth. Yeah, you've rebirthed a lot of people, I can tell. Anyway, you can ask to join Covenant. There's no consequence for doing this. This just gives you the Covenant item as an option to equip, if you want to. And even then, there's no consequences for doing that. There are, however, consequences for offering Pale Tongues to Rosaria. So I would say, don't do it. Don't do it yet. There's a really, really good item you can get from someone, and if you do this right now, you cannot get that item from them, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, you don't want to do that. In other news, though, I don't think either of these options will cause those consequences, those aforementioned consequences. You can respec your character, reallocate your stats to whatever you like. I might do this later on if I decide that the build I'm going with isn't that fun and I want to try something else. You can also change your appearance here if you want. I have no need to do that, but yeah. For some reason, these are separate options, especially because Rebirth can be performed 5 times during this lifetime. So you can only do it 5 times per playthrough. and you're only given so many pale tongues for free. Yet, if you choose one of those options, if you take one of those options, the game treats it as if you took the option for rebirth. So yeah, that like 5 times per playthrough is shared between both changing appearance and reallocating stats, which I don't really like, but whatever, it's fine. I like that Elden Ring made changing your appearance completely free. I get it, though. It's like, you know, this is the character you're going with. Are you sure you want to change them? Okay, so with that, we're now pretty much almost done with this area. And no, sorry, I'm not going to kill Patches just yet. I know, he deserves it. Don't worry, I will do it. There's just more involved with him. I want to show that off. Wait. Speaking of that, speaking of wanting to show stuff off, there is actually something I'm forgetting to do right now. So I'm going to go do that real quick. I'm going to end up respawning in the room I was just in. It's fine. Yeah. 1 second. I should have just manually gone back. I didn't need to use that homeward bone. Let's go to Cleansing Chapel. Do you remember the well I walked past at the beginning of this area? And I was like, nah, there's nothing there, actually. I was lying. Well, now that we've done that, there should be something here. Now that we've talked to Patches, that is. There should be something here.
Hello? Hello? Anyone there? Anyone at all?
Yes, I'm right here!
Oh. I know that voice. Just how long has it been? It's me, Siegfried of Cathedral. I'm loath to admit it, but I've been had. Someone's swiped my armor. Did you happen to see it anywhere?
Yeah, and you're in a well. I think that's a little more important than someone swiping your armor. How'd you get in the well, and how are you gonna get out of the well? Well, here's your armor anyway.
Oh, my armor. My deepest gratitude. I, Siegfried of Caterina, salute you. With my trusty suit of armor, I'll be out of here in a jiffy. Until we meet again, comrade.
I have no idea how your armor is gonna help you get out of there. But whatever you want to do, maybe the sides are sticky and they can stick to the walls, I don't know. But yeah, you want to make sure you do that before moving too far on along, or else you'll probably forget. And I guess instead of doing the things the normal way, nah. It's hard to say whether starting from the Rosaria area or starting from this bonfire and taking the long way over is the quickest way to the major event. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, wink, wink, of Cathedral of the Deep. I'm gonna take this direction because I'm here, may as well. Oh, that didn't actually deal damage, never mind. I made a Half-Life damage sound for no reason. What dies and drops like 1,200 souls? It must be one of those large maggot guys that spawned underneath the map, falls off and dies. I do like how no matter if you kill an enemy or not, you still get the souls for it. It's very nice. Very handy how that works. Yeah, there's no real good way to get to this thing, but it's okay. At least there are ways to get to it. It would suck if there were no ways to get to it at all. I should have waited for you to pass. I don't know what I was doing. This guy's gonna follow me into the cathedral now. That's gonna suck. Oh, you wanna fight? Okay, let's fight, okay? Let's fight. You really want to. We can go. Okay, sir. Buddy. Did I just get a flask back? What was that? Maybe I got a Ashen flask back, because, yeah, I used up both my, regular Estises. You know, the Estus method. For ghost hunting, obviously. That's what I meant. Alright, now, there were all those knights and deacons out here. Honestly, I don't care. The deacons will be pushovers, and the knights will be annoying. I'm just gonna go past them. Is there anything to the sides here? There's these weird ledges, but I don't think they have anything, so why don't I just... Oh, fuck. Idea? Okay, do I have... That's not close enough to him. That's still not close enough to him, and now you see me. I'm trying to get this guy distracted. I'm trying to make noise so he turns the other way so I can slip past him unnoticed. I don't know if it's gonna work. I should probably just go. Oh, that gets his attention. Oh, fantastic. Just fuck off. Alright, here we go. There are people you can summon for this. I believe Henri and Horus are available for summon. Yes, I hear their summon signs right here. Henri and Horus, you can summon these guys in for the oncoming boss fight. Yeah, some bosses will just have their fog walls up prematurely. You don't have to die to them first. I'm kind of not a huge fan of this because, you know, it's a bit of a spoiler, but still. Let's see who we have to fight. That is such a sick intro, man. Alright, Deacons of the Deep. A lot of people really don't like this boss because it's easy. And that's really the only reason why they don't like it, as far as I can tell. I, for one, love this boss. This is easily my favorite of the easy fights in this game. And otherwise, you know, I still enjoy the easy fights, but Curse Rod of Greatwood and Crystal Sage have some annoying things about them. These guys, though, they're so cool. And I love their music as well. Alright, they shoot stuff at you. Some of these guys will occasionally decide to attack you if they feel like it, I guess. Oh, he's in a big one now. You gotta kill the one that's glowing red. That'll deal damage to the big boss health bar. I'm actually knocking these guys down with this weapon, interestingly. Yeah, I'm doing a lot of damage. You do want to be quick when phase 2 begins, which I think it's about to begin, now that we've dealt that much damage. Yep, okay. Yeah, I see all those guys appearing from the center there. So now, that soul that was moving between them, the bright red soul, that is the soul of the Archdeacon, and now he appears in physical form to attack. Oh god, they're summoning a big dark orb. What I want to do is I want to stay away, so that orb goes right past. There we go. Then I'm going to get... they're protecting him so well. If you take too long to attacking this guy, they will eventually start a big curse attack. Oh god, okay. Some of them have miracles to push you away like that. That's exactly what happened there. They'll start a big curse attack, and that sucks. You don't want that to happen. Get you in the middle, watch my stamina. Being, like, hit from either side by these guys, but they're not doing much damage until there. Okay, cool. Oh, now he's healing. No. No. Wow, I'm knocking them all away so much. Man, maybe this weapon really is overpowered. I got hit by your fireball and took no damage. Is my game bugging? What's happening? I don't know. Anyway, this guy's about to die soon. I'm being, like, healed. What is... Am I, like, standing in the middle of their healing spell or something? Let me try using this. Oh, that's fun. Oh, that's fun. Okay, let me use it on the big man himself. The small man himself. He's actually the smallest one here, funnily enough. Oh, that's fun. Doesn't do a lot of damage, but it's fun. And that's the most important, you know? Actually, not really. In this game, damage output is the most important thing. Okay, now this should be healing me because I'm standing inside of it. I don't know what was healing me before, though. Okay, come on. Heals back up. It's fine. All I have to do is get in, kill him. There we go. Oh, the boss defeat sound effect was a little hidden underneath all the noise there. That's fine. What a cool fight, man. I know. Oh, it's so easy. It's such an easy boss. It's boring. Oh, shut up. It's cool, all right? It's really fun. It's got great atmosphere. Yes, it might be on the easy side, but since when is having easy bosses in an otherwise challenging game a problem? Can you riddle me that one? Since when is that a problem? Why is that an issue? Why is that always treated as this big issue, a flaw with the game? Doesn't seem like a flaw. It's fine to have easy bosses. It's this reason why Shadow of the Erdtree is filled with unending, fucking, ruthlessly challenging enemies around every corner. Because everyone complained about all the easy bosses, and now you just given us Shadow of the Erdtree in all its glory. And yet it was praised to high heaven, so I guess, never mind. It works. It works for people. Still, though, I think having a few bosses on the easier end that are more about atmosphere and, like, they have some interesting ideas and mechanics going on is a good thing. It keeps the boss variety good and high and really well done. And, you know, like, having every boss be super difficult, I don't think is that good of a thing. I think it is good to have easier fights from time to time, so yeah, that's just my 2 cents on that. Is that a staff? No, that's a candlestick. Alright, well, with that, we have gotten Souls of the Deacons of the Deep. Oh yeah, various items you pick up around Cathedral of the Deep do tell you information about the Archdeacons of the Cathedral. Archdeacon Royce remained at the Cathedral, so that's who we were fighting in that battle. That's not this. I don't know where... Oh, right. It's actually in the armor set we just picked up by resting. Of the 3 Archdeacons of the Deep, one stood over Aldrich's casket. Then I think the helmet has one cast off his white crown and left the cathedral to stand by Aldrich. Wonder who that was. Then the last set, nope, not that one. One attended to Rosaria, Mother of Rebirth, whom he deemed a goddess, and then was possibly transformed into a man-grub. One of those weird guys standing outside Rosaria's room, which might be what happens if you accept Rebirth from her too many times. And that's why the game only limits you to 5, you know, it's got to protect you from that. It's similar to Elden Ring's Renala and all that, with how the people she was rebirthing over and over again were these little slug guys. Alright. Start my Firelink Shrine, what am I saying at this point? Let's level Vigor, finally! Oh, I need 8,000 souls now. I guess I'll spend the rest of this on, shop stuff. You guys, hey! Now that we've beaten, Deacons of the Deep, they're here.
Oh, and we meet again. We spoke before on the Road of Sacrifices. Anri, the Restorer. I'm well pleased to see you safe. We reached the Cathedral of the Deep, but Aldrich's coffin was empty. The man-eater must have left for his true home. The little doll in the empty coffin told me. Aldrich is said to hail from Irithyll in the Boreal Valley, an ancient fabled city. A pilgrim told me that the city lies beyond Farron Keep, and so becomes our destination.
Interesting. So yeah, Aldrich was not there. He has moved on to some other distant, faraway land, so I guess we'll be seeking that area as well. We have 2 leads on 2 of the Lords of Cinder so far, though. We know where Aldrich is, and we've heard a bit of stuff about the Abyss Watchers from dude over there who is gone now, interestingly. Yeah, you're Horus still. Cool, got it. I guess before I buy stuff from people, I would actually like to go on the hunt for him, because I believe now that Crestfallen guy is gone, you can find him out here. And I want to say he's... No. I remember where he is. He's over this way, because in this stage, this dog that's around this corner doesn't spawn. Or is there a dog around this corner? Yeah, this dog over here is gone because I guess this guy killed him. Yeah, here he is, looking at a grave with a sword on it.
The poor wretched souls. Be they lord or legend, the curse shows no mercy. What a sham.
What a shame. He was a good man. What a rotten way to die.
The poor...
That was probably a really bad impression, and it also really hurt my voice. So pretty much all negatives all around for me saying that there. Okay, let's see if Orbeck is willing to sell me a few more thingies. Oh yeah, I should also transpose the soul with you, and I should read the description of the doll before I forget that too. The legendary old city of Irithyll, situated in the Boreal Valley. The Pontiff Sullivan gave this doll to valued subjects, so that they might use it to cross the barrier when they returned home. Listen carefully, and you can hear it say,
Wherever you go, the moon still sets in Irithyll. Wherever you may be, Irithyll is your home.
Because it's small, you know. I just thought that's what it would sound like. Yes, I sure have. Alright, let's see. Got Deep Soul. Archdeacon Royce and his deacons said to have been imparted to them by McDonald of the Boreal Valley. Dark Soul Dregs. I'm buying it. Let's do it. Oh, what's the other one? I should read its description at least. The Cleric's Candlestick, used for worships by Deacons of the Deep, Deacons at the guidance of Archdeacon McDonald. So we know McDonald is one of the names of the Archdeacons. Ronald is probably his first name. Clergymen and sorcerers. Cool. And it does that stuff, and it has a spell buff 67. Awesome. Awesome. Now, let me do some things. First of all, I think actually before I buy more sorceries, I do want to switch my staff out and, reinforce the other staff I'm about to switch to, which is this one. Took me long enough. Alright, I want to get to +2. Yeah, this one I didn't upgrade at all. I think +2 is fine for right now. And then let me put that one on. It is a heretic staff, but, you know, I'm a heretic. What of it? And heavily on the... Yes, okay, that's... Okay, I was looking to see if it had any special effects. It does not. Wow, it's big! Look at that. Hey, buddy. So it is worth noting, Orbeck will leave Firelink Shrine if you go 4 bosses without giving him a scroll. Now, there are no scrolls in Cathedral of the Deep, but there are in the other area we're about to go to. So we're fine as long as we get one of those scrolls, come back and give it to him before we kill the next boss. I think it's the next boss kill that will get him to move away. He'll be fine. So yeah, we're good on that front. He's good to stay here. I can do this now. The Great Heavy Soul Arrow. I can also do Great Soul Arrow. Sure. Sure. Let's go with it.
I don't mean to say...
I have not forgotten. Do not worry. It is an interesting request. Like, I didn't realize people would want to learn around here, but maybe there was nothing better to do in these old days, you know? I've used plenty of these items. I'm sorry, Cornix, but pyromancies are just not my thing this playthrough, so I think I'll come back and talk to you another time. For now, that is it. I shall always end every video on this view because it's cool. I do like this outfit, honestly, for this character. It looks pretty cool. It contrasts with the blue skin and hair, and, you know, the staff looks really cool, too. But I'll, of course, be switching it probably next time. Speaking of next time on Dark Souls 3, we're going to go see what other options are available in Road of Sacrifices. Now that we're done with Cathedral of the Deep, there is basically nothing else to do there, so we've exhausted one of our 2 forking paths from Road of Sacrifices. We're going to see where the other one leads to. Did I die at all? I just realized. I don't think I died. Yeah, I still have the Ember. I didn't die at all this video. Cool, I'll take it, but that's probably going to change next time. So, anyway. Thank you all for watching, if you did, and as always, I will see you all in the future.